Hey, what's up YouTube? This is Mark with Screwstonbullykennelz. I'd like to welcome you to our channel. But before we get into this video, hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification for all of our updated videos, and don't forget to like and share with your friends and family. Those two size difference, guys. Amazing. 4 months, 2 months. What's going on, guys? This is Mark. As you can tell, we have a guest here. So he's about 4.5 months now. His birthday was May 17th. So by another 2 weeks, he'll be 5 months. But I just wanted to come on here just to give y'all the update on what he's looking like, how's his progress. I have a lot of people have been asking me what type of food we've been feeding him. So all the way up to this point, we've been feeding him nothing but Victor. We started implementing about 2 weeks ago that Origin. Shout out to Royal Kennelz. That's where we got it from. So we started implementing those on actually Diamond, Roxy, along with Smoke himself. So I really am liking the results that I'm getting out of him. As you can tell, see how calm he is, man. This is crazy. You hear a whole bunch of scenarios, stereotypes, and people always trying to make it look like these dogs have breathing problems. They have health issues, whatnot. And again, this is gonna be for another video, and I'm actually probably do this on my next one. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth with health issues regarding Merles. That being said, I mean, this video is just all about Smoke, actually with Diamond as well, and just trying to introduce y'all to him and shot some videos out on my Facebook. For I know a lot of people on YouTube don't follow me or are not my friends on Facebook. So you can see right here on the bottom left hand side of the screen, right here on this table, there's all my social medias you can follow. Check them out. Don't hesitate to ask me any questions. If you have anything regarding bullies, dogs itself, I have other type of dogs that I breed as well. I got English Bulldogs, Rottweilers, XLs, Pockets. So eventually we'll be going into Frenchies as well. Right now I think I got my hands a little tied up with these dogs, these Merles. Smoke is my actual first Merle dog. That's the reason why I want to share as much information as I can with y'all. For the last 2.5 years, I have been doing a lot of research on regarding these type of breedings, these type of dogs, and Merle itself. Just like anybody else, right? I mean, I just fell in love with the Merle pattern. Like, honestly, it's just crazy of how beautiful these dogs are. They're designer dogs. I mean, they've lived up to the expectation and beyond of what I've expected. Very, very playful, gentle. I mean, I've had videos on my Facebook showing the very activization of him playing with my son Orlando. My other dogs, Rottweilers, the Rottweiler and Smoke get along. Roxy gets along with my Rods. I mean, it's crazy how these dogs, man, can really adapt to their surroundings. Just turn them around so y'all can look them out, check them out, man. If I have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I don't know everything. I'm not gonna pretend to sit here and act like I know everything, because I don't. We're all human. We're all learning. There's so much to learn about these breeds, so much to learn about the bully community, so much to learn about, the bully self. So, we're all learning, right? But again, I just want to show y'all exactly what my boy Smoke is, looking like. Look how calm he is. That boy's starting to become really, really something nice. I can't wait till about another 2 or 3 years to see what he looks like, because they're still growing. And But right now, I definitely like everything that I'm seeing, man. He's just very, very playful, man. I couldn't want a better dog, especially in the Merle, man, because he is very, very, he loves playing with my son. He's just very lovable, man. It's crazy. You have to be here to actually witness a lot of the stuff that me and him do. And on every day when I wake up, he's there. He wants me to be there for him. He wants me to play with him. He wants me to feed him. Beyond that, he loves my son. My son is a little bit aggressive, as you can see in some of these videos. You will see my son, kind of, I don't want to say hitting him, but just kind of a little more aggression. My son is only 2 years old, so he's still trying to learn how to adapt to these dogs. He has grown up with my Rottweiler, and she's 3.5 years old. So she does not have any type of harm to her. I mean, she's like 3-4 times his size, and you really think like she's the baby instead of my son being the baby. And with Smoke playing with my son, Smoke, he just tolerates it. He allowed him to hit her like that and everything, and along with Roxy and Diamond. But it's just crazy how lovable these dogs are, man. I'm just very blessed to have Smoke. We have a lot of stuff in store for him as far as what the movement's going to consist of. Smoke is going to be going into obedience training in more months. I'll have videos of that showing that, his progress with obedience training. I'm still debating on whether I might do a little canine training with him or not. I do have other XL dogs coming as well, so I might use them to do the canine training with. Sky's the limit with this guy, man, because I have a lot of people asking about him. I have a lot of guys who are inquiring about, how's his temperament, how is his, his development going on, so forth, whatnot. I get hundreds and hundreds messengers, text messages, phone calls. I hope some of this is clearing up some of y'all's questions. I do get busy, guys and ladies, trying to play with these guys, walk with them. This is a full-time job. I mean, for all the upcoming breeders, please, I can't explain this. It's not a 1-year job, 1-day job. It's a full-time job. Like, you have to put your heart and soul into this if you want the results to come. You have to put the work in. You just can't just go in and think you're just gonna get one dog and another dog and expect it to, have the success that all these guys are having. It takes time. It takes money. It's a waiting game. It's really what it all comes down to. I know a lot of guys, they want to rush it. They want to hurry up and, stud the dogs out when he's, 10, 11, 12 months. Honestly, guys, ladies, this is not what we do. We're going to wait at least, 13 or 14 months. We're going to get the health check and everything. We'll provide all that information with you just to make sure that all of his health is good and make sure he doesn't have any problems, just for my sake and then for whoever else is going to be able to, stud this guy out. And another thing is, I want to touch a little bit about on the studying. I have a lot of people, again, I have a lot of inquiries, already trying to set up deals with him and whatnot. But to be honest with you, I mean, we're only going to select some of the ones that get approved. Or it's not that we're trying to, what's the word? We're not trying to pick and select who we're going to breed with, right? Or we just want to make sure that, our bloodline, our dog goes to the best hands as possible. That's what it comes down to, qualifies and meets all the expectations, because we just don't want people just go out there breeding to, different types of flaws, different types of, problems, whatnot, and they're going to be asking me, hey, man, your dog produced this, you know what I mean? So it's just the story goes on. I mean, again, we'll touch up a little bit based onto that later on. For the ones who don't know, there's a lot of things that can happen between right now as he being 5 months all the way up till he's 3 years old. It's a patience. Patience is the key to being a successful breeder. I've had a lot of experience with, the Rottweilers, English Bulldogs, whatnot. Again, going into the bullies, Smoke is actually the first one that, that I've had with him, and it's Merle. So it's just very, very humbling experience, man. I mean, I'm gonna turn around for y'all, man. I just can't express enough of how much this guy just look, man. I could just sit here and just lay on him. That's just how cool he is, man. And he's very, very good with children. I have guys, when I go to the park, you know, we went to the park this past Sunday, and we had a 3-point contest, right? Shout outs to Space City. Shout out to Juan Reese. He was the one to set up everything, and all the people that are involved with him as well. You know, it's a whole team effort. But, man, you know, when I took him out there to that park, went to go play some basketball, that 3-point shootout, man, just the unbelievable attention that he's getting, along with, you know, all the kids. It's crazy because they had about a good, you know, I would say anywhere between 8 to 13 little children, boys and girls, wanting to come up to the pets, Smoke, and Smoke just sat there, man, and just, you know, he just loves being held. He loves being, having attention. He actually likes to, you know, have kids play with him. It's crazy because, you know, for all the rumors and all the talk that people say that, you know, the American bully or, you know, any type of pit bulls and bullies are very, very aggressive. I mean, you can sit here, I can pet this dude all day, and he just takes it. He loves it, man, and it's crazy because, you know, it shows with the kids. My son, again, he's only 2 years old. I had a lot of kids throughout the neighborhood come in and talk to him. They'll come over to the house, knock on the door, just want to sit here and, you know, talk, play with Smoke, ask a million questions, maybe the same questions, but hey, man, it's just nothing but love, guys. As you can see, man, look, this boy is getting, man, this boy's starting to develop pretty good. Come on, boy. Look at that, man. Look at it. Look at him. It's crazy. I would have never thought. I seen him as a puppy. It's just a true story. Less than 24 hours, my brother called me and he was like, "Hey, man, I know you've been in the market looking for, you know, for a dog or whatnot." And again, I was waiting 2.5 years to get my first. This is how patient I was, I tell you. I just don't go out and pick. I've learned throughout the years, with the 11, 12 years doing this, being in the business that long. Again, guys, you have to pick. You have to take your time. You just don't go and pick up any random dog. You have to do your due diligence. I'm telling you, it's going to save you a long, long headache in the run. A lot of problems, right? If you take the time to do it right. I understand it gets very overwhelming. You know, you get in that anxious mood, or you want to hurry up and, you know what, you know, let me go get that dog. And whenever a year or 2 years comes around, you start noticing that, you know, dog's starting to have a lot of health issues, or starting to have a lot of dry spots, or, you know, it's allergic to this, allergic to that, and a lot of stuff that you didn't see when it was a puppy, you know, going to, you know, later on down the line. Or you start seeing kink's tail, or you start seeing, you know, easty westy, and, you know, a whole bunch of bad traits coming out, being developed. That's where you're gonna come in. It's like, you know, it's like I try to tell everybody, look, you can go pay, you know, just say $100 dog, $200, $500 dog, and you go out and go spend a dog, you know, it's gonna cost you, you know, $4,000, $5,000 dog. I mean, I can guarantee you, between the $400 or $500 dog, you're not going to be able to get a lot of paperwork regarding, you know, health testing. You know, start looking at the pedigrees, start going into, you know, looking actually into the traits. Or you're going to be rushing the process, right? It's a lot to learn. Educate yourself. We try to tell this for everybody. I mean, I know I get a lot of hate with the Smoke, but again, guys, you know, I'm gonna do a video on that as well. I'm gonna show y'all just to air out the air, right? Because you know, I have a lot of people in the group, you know, that have been asking me, "Hey, man, why do we cut the ears? And, you know, why do we you know, prefer Merles over anyone?" It's not that I prefer Merles. It's just I'm a fan of the Merles. All right. It's just like anything else. So I can't go ask somebody why they like Mercedes or why they like BMW when there's people out there that like, you know, Honda and, you know, Chevys and, you know, Mazdas and whatnot, or Dodges, Fords, whatever the case may be. It's just a preference, right? That's what it all comes down to, the dog. And obviously, my preference is I do like the Merles. But then again, it's not I'm just going to be breeding some Merles. You know, I got Rockwaters, I got English Bulldogs. I have XL dogs, and I'm probably not going to be Merle. So there's going to be a lot of different, you know, it just depends on what preference you like, what you like, what you want to get into. There's nothing wrong with a Merle dog. I mean, you know, that's some of the questions I've been asking, or I've been DMing a lot of guys and ladies, you know, just trying to just be very interested in actually what's going on with the Merle and whatnot. So I try to explain the best knowledge that I can. Again, like I told y'all before, I am not, you know, rocket sciences. I'm not the one that came up with all this stuff. I'm not going to sit here and make it look like I know everything. But I do know a lot after 12 years and doing a lot of dog breeding, and along with research and homework and educating myself, to where I do know right from wrong. Again, I'm not going to never, you know, ask anybody if I see something in your dog, because I have people come up to me as well, ask me, you know what, they send me a video of their dog or send me pictures, and right away I'm able to look at it and tell, like, okay, dude, you got a good 3 or 4 defaults or flaws, however you want to call them, that I would not necessarily be breeding to, due to the fact that's because those traits will become available later on down the line, whether you like it or not. I mean, it's just the honest truth. To me, honestly, those are the type of dogs that shouldn't be bred. Those are the ones that should be, you know, taken out, spayed, and not being able to reproduce, because, again, we're all about, you know, trying to eliminate a lot of those bad, you know, faults and defaults and whatnot. But again, you see right here, guys, look at Smoke, man. Look at this dude. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on. Come on. Smoke. Look at him. I'm putting him right here in front of the camera for y'all. Come on. Look, Smoke. Look. Hey, boy. Good boy. Yeah, this is just a little update for y'all. And again, we're going to be coming out with more educational videos. You know, and it's going to be all based on what y'all want to know, what y'all want to learn. You know, I've had a lot of guys asking me, you know, how do we exercise them? Best advice I can do for y'all guys is I just tell you, I mean, walk your dogs as much as you can. I try to walk them for sure once. Due to the reason why, guys, is because, you know, walking is like one of the most amazing things you can do for any pet. And it's, you know, not only for, you know, pets, right? It goes for humans and anything in society, basically. And then along with, right, make sure you're getting the right diet in for them, not overfeeding them, along with, you know, picking the right food. You have to understand, that's the thing a lot of people don't really understand and get. To me, and I'm going to speak for everybody, and I'm going to sit here and be like, oh, you know, a lot of people don't know what they're doing. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, like, on my side, I know what my dogs like. I know what they are capable of doing. I know exactly what type of food, what breaks them out. They've been in my yard long enough to I can understand that on a day basis. You know, I go out there and I interact with them, I play with them, and that's the thing, guys. It's as I said, it's a full-time job. You might be working 10, 12 hours one day, and then right when you get off work, guess what I'm doing? I'm outside in that yard. I'm out there playing with them. I make sure that, you know, their yard is actually kept up. Make sure there's no ticks. Make sure there's no spiders. Make sure there's no, you know, any type of insects. You know, all that stuff comes in snakes. Again, I know it's fall time, but, you know, during summertime, that's exactly what I was really afraid of, due to the fact that I have a lot. Me, myself, I have lost a dog behind a snake, along with, you know, I know a lot of other people that have told me stories about it as well. So, I mean, that's one of the unfortunate things. It's like, to me, it's like a needle in a haystack, right? It happens, but it's very, very rare when it does happen. And some of the things that we probably don't actually talk about as well. And a lot of people won't tell you about it either. But, man, the amount of money I spend in that yard is crazy. It's ridiculous. You don't believe me? You can ask anybody that knows me. You know, every month I'll go out there and I'll spend, you know, I try all types of products, honestly. I mean, I go into Home Depot, I go into Walmart or Lowe's, whatever the case is, you know, Tractor Supply, and I go in there and I see something that I might think that work. Guess what? I'll give it a try. And I just honestly, I mean, this is what it comes down to. I just pick and choose exactly what I think will work, and I'll try it out. And if it does work, then I recommend it. But if it doesn't, and I feel like it really did anything effectively, then, you know, I wouldn't use it again. But other than that, But yeah, it's very important to keep your yard up to date. You know, I know a lot of guys, you know, probably do question, hey man, how's these guys living, right? And that's a good thing. But main thing is, like I try to tell them, is like we have to have enough space for these dogs, right? We don't keep them in kennels, because I have people that ask me, you know, Smoke, he's and Roxy, they're outside in the backyard, 50-50. So I'll spend 50% of the time inside, and we'll do another 50% outside. So during the daytime, they're inside. Nighttime, they're outside. Due to the fact that it's a lot cooler. We're out here in Houston. It's in Texas. It gets very, very hot right now. It's starting to become a little fall, so it's not as hot. So they're probably going to spend a little bit more time outside, so that I can introduce them to being outside more. But as far as the summer times, man, it's just, you know, horrendous out here. It gets up to about 98. It might be 98, but it can feel like 110, 112. So we want to make sure, we definitely don't want them overheating or anything like that. But again, they do spend a lot of time outside, which is good for them to play with them, so that way they're not just being locked up, cooped up inside the house. I feel like that's very important, along with all the elements. I mean, there are animals, right? But we try to do the best that we can to make sure they're outside. It's just as comfortable as it is inside. You know, there is no bugs, there is no ticks, there is no fleas, anything like that inside, right? But we try to make sure we maintain that same standard, that we're going to take them outside as well, to make sure that they don't get any of those feces, you know, ticks, fleas, dry spots on them and all that. So look at him, man. He done fell asleep on me. He had a long day. We just finished playing outside in the yard, so that's the reason why I feel like he done knocked out. Come on, Smoke. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on, boy. Ready? Say bye. Say bye to YouTube. Say bye. Hey, say bye. All right, guys. Thank y'all.